Trying to open up my damn camera. Look at the Sambo. Look at the Sambo. The Sambo, y'all. The Sambo. Anyhow. Yeah, so just as I suspected on the bus. You know, the reason why I took the bus so long, they gotta, you know, do their street theater. You know, trying to use, you know, again with the whole religious theme, right? So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, silver, all silver, right? Like I said, in each intersection, right? But the one going that way, silver, right? Another look. Alright, so you guys see what I'm talking about? Okay, the orchestrated, the use of color psychology. Alright, and gray is a neutral color, right? But we know they're not neutral. But it's what it is. They want to neutralize your emotions, right? They want to neutralize your revolutionary mindset, right? They want to neutralize your black conscious mindset, right? Because it is a threat. Look, silver gray, right? Another one. So, look, silver gray. So you guys can see all these vehicles. And that's a white one. They finally break up the color pattern. Not the color pattern, but they finally break up the, you know, the use of across the street there. So another silver gray. All right. So I would say about 10 to 12 silver grayish car drove passed by, and then all of a sudden, you know, you'll start to see cars of other colors. All right. That's how you know the pattern. Right. It's coordinated. Because things like that is not random, right? It's not random, because no matter what bus stop I'm at, you're going to see that. I'm going to see that, right? Now, if I can understand if it happens in one bus stop, but I come to the other bus stop, the same thing happening. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the cars, the colors of the cars tonight, or today actually, is silver and gray. Okay. So anyway, like I said, silver is a neutral color. Another one, another silver, gray, right? Okay. Another one is a darker color now. Darker. This is the gray, darker gray. Right? See? I'm gonna call them out because I want you guys to see. I want you guys to understand what's going on. Right? They'll break up the color pattern. Okay. All right. So, yeah, as I was saying, you know, silver is a neutral color, and neutral colors on what you get when it comes to warfare, psychological warfare, or even warfare, right? You neutralize the enemy, right? You neutralize the enemy. You neutralize the threat, right? Or those who you think are a threat. You neutralize them. You'll see the majority of cars. So yeah. So they think that they neutralize me, you know, and again, I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example. Again, and how they use that whole theme. So on the bus, they had this guy on the bus talking about, you know, black people, we need to stop following these you know, we need to stop we weren't enslaved and all this stuff, and my people was been here in the Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean, and I know my people was not from a plantation. I'm like, I'm saying to myself, you're a damn fool. You're a damn fool. Yes, there were black people in the Caribbean. They were called the Arawaks and the Caribs, two indigenous groups. Yes, they were black, right? They were indigenous people in the Caribbean, in South America, in North America, were black, right? But they weren't you, right? They weren't you. Our people, my people, right, came by the way of the transatlantic slave trade, right? Now when we got here on these shows and in the Caribbean, yeah, we intermixed with the other black people there, right? But these were people of a different culture, a different language. But guess what? Even those Arawaks and Caribs, some of them were enslaved. So, but again, when people don't quite understand because they don't read, and he's like, the greatest, the white people say, what, the best thing the greatest thing you can ever do to a black person is, no, the way it's put in the book because we don't read. No, black people read. Not the majority of us, but, we read. I mean, when I say nothing, black people do read. They just read the Bible, okay? Anything has to do with the Bible, they'll read it. But when it comes to history and factual information, I understand what you're talking about, right? But yeah. But anyhow, and look, we all, there was a genealogist who did a test. He was testing people in America, right? White people, black people, and what did you say? Everybody have a little bit of everybody in them, right? We all have European mixture. Look, so why is that? Because again, rape, right? In the 1900s, the United States, 80% of children born in the United States in the 1900s were born to European men, which means black slave women or black free women, what have you. A lot of them were raped. They were raped by white European men. Okay? Imagine that, right? So that's why we have European ancestry in our, as part of our genetic makeup today. There was a lot of rape going on back then. I should say grape, not rape, but I should say grape for YouTube, because YouTubers will demonetize your channel. So there's a lot of grape that was going on. Okay? I mean, you look at what happened in Argentina. They basically bred out the black population, right? Which means that white men were they were actually raping black women, producing lighter offsprings, and then that offspring grew up, and then, with a white man and white woman producing another, even lighter offspring until, they breed out the black. These are things that you gotta know. Same thing happened in China. Same thing happened in South Korea, North Korea, Japan, Europe. But you gotta understand and know the history, right? Yeah, the fire trucks. They're far away though, but I can hear them. Let's see if they get any closer. Right? You gotta understand that. But then you're on the bus. Then they like I said, because I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get involved in it, because I know that's what they wanted. I know that's what they wanted. So why give it to them? You know what I'm saying? To prove what? Please. Like I said, sometimes I'll choose to play their game. Other times I'm not going to. Particularly with people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And if you're allowed, you can have a conversation, but you're speaking, like you're yelling just to yell, just to get my attention, right? So when I didn't say anything, right, then there was another dude that he's like, all of a sudden he started chiming in. I was like, yeah, both of y'all can have your conversation. Both of y'all perps can have your conversation. I'm gonna stay out of it. Okay? Right? Why don't they send somebody who knows what they're talking about? That they won't do that. They won't approach people who actually know the history, right? Because those people would not agree to participate in what it is that they're doing, and they know this, right? So they gotta get people who know a little bit, right? But then, you know, they're Christians, right? So they know it's going to bring in the Bible, you know. They try to catch you with that trap. You're like, no, that's okay. Like I said, when you study this program, not only do you have insight, but you also have foresight, right? You're able to see and comprehend the move that they're making, what it is that they're trying to do, you know? So you make better decisions that's going to be beneficial to you and to the people around you, right? You know what I'm saying? When you see, they have to get rid of true leadership within the black community. Because the leaders that they claim are put as to say that these are your leaders, they're not putting they're not putting other black people in a position where they can elevate, right? Or it's just the people around them, which I understand, but you got to branch out. You know, the more people black people you let in, right? It's the better. But everybody want to have their own little individual clique, because we are the only group of people who've been taught to be hyper individualized. Even when we are in a group together, even a small group now, we're still hyper individualized, because we don't want to go outside of that group to make that group expand, right? To make it expand. So this is why black people in America, particularly the wealthy, they're in small packets, right? They're in small packets. And instead of coming together, expanding to make a bigger packet, they're like, nah, I'm good. You know, I'm good. Just me and mine. I'm good. But no other group. And I always bring this up, right? So look at Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, this bus is taking long again, right? So again, I gotta take off my book bag. So look at Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather. Look at the difference between Floyd Mayweather and a true leader, a true person that care about their community and their people. Floyd Mayweather you know, he's worth over like $500 million. Okay. He had a fight with Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao must have gotten something like, I don't know, maybe close to like $60 million for the fight. You know what Manny Pacquiao did? He went back to his town in Malaysia where he grew up, and he took some of that money and he built every person brand new houses. You know what Floyd Mayweather did? He went and he bought his girlfriend Birkin bag, cost $500, and posted on Instagram bragging how he bought his girl a Birkin bag cost $500,000. That's the difference. All right, that's the mindset that they've created within blacks in America who are wealthy. All right, talk to you guys in the video.